Yo, what up? It is Tryb, and I want to give you 5 different things that can improve your workflow and help your productivity when you're creating music. Number 1, atmosphere. You need to have a comfortable, vibey environment. So important to have this kind of environment, because if you have an uncomfortable environment, you're not gonna want to spend time there. And one of the most important things is time in the studio. So if you don't have some place that's comfortable, then you're going to run into issues where you don't want to be in that environment. You're not going to want to create. So make sure that you have a good space where it's comfortable, you can sit properly, you have good posture. Lighting is super important. As soon as I actually cared about the environment that I wrote in, quality of my productions improved drastically. Number 2 is routine. If you don't know Pavlov's dog, I think that's how you pronounce it, hold up. Yeah, it's Pavlov's dog. If you know anything about basic psychology, you'll know that Pavlov had this theory of conditioned responses. So essentially what he did is he would ring a bell and then he would feed his dog. And so whenever he would ring the bell, the dog would salivate. So that's a conditioned response. Even without the food present, if Pavlov hit the bell, then he would have this conditioned response of salivating. You can do the same thing with music. My routine is that I light incense and then I write down goals for the session, which brings me to number 3. Set goals for your session. If you don't set goals for what you want to do, you could spend 6 hours trying to EQ a kick, which is a complete waste of time and no one gives a shit. Make sure that you're doing things that align with your goals and what you want to accomplish. Number 4, having a template and writing in stems. This has improved my workflow tremendously, because you ever get to a point of a project where you're like, all right, I gotta mix this down, and then you have to like go through 90 friggin' channels to figure out what needs to go where, and you have to stem it out. My stems are set up to where I have a kick, snare, percussion, synth, vocals, effects, and atmosphere. That way I just write into those, so by the time that I'm done in the composition process, I'll have a fully stemmed out version of the track and I don't have to waste any more time trying to stem it out. Last but not least, number 5, eliminate distractions. Put your phone away, close Facebook, disable your internet unless you're trying to go to Splice or something like that, and just work on the music. If you eliminate those distractions, you become so much more effective because you're not ruining that flow state that you can get into when you start to create. This has been 5 things that I've done to improve my workflow and to improve my ability to be productive. And this is Tryb signing off.